Good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins from the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. It is a Tuesday afternoon. We're meeting new members here on Facebook Live. We're joined by now Kevin Benson of Temple of TiCKLE BRiTCHES LLC. Kevin, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for
Happy to
having
have
me.
you with you. I'm very excited to talk about the business. You have a very unique product. We learned a little bit more about it at a recent Chamber 101 event here, kind of combining Findlay history and art and in wearables. It's really cool. Tell us about the business.
So what it is, I take the study of history. I have a love for Findlay history, so I take
Mhm.
that and in doing that, I come across a bunch of photos that I have then turned into, like you said, wearables, t-shirts, hoodies, socks, yoga leggings. The list goes on, really. I've connected with Printify. And
Okay.
what they do is they offer a bunch of products that you can then put your logo or design on. So that's how it works. When it's ordered, it's then actually printed, and then the articles are sewn together, as it turns out. So it's an opportunity for folks to be nostalgic
Yeah.
about Finland history, and if they see something they love, and I'm open to any ideas. Also, I can customize about anything, really.
Well, we know there's a lot of nostalgia for a lot of former Findlay businesses and different locations and different art, different pieces of Findlay history. What are some of the more popular ones that you've seen that pop up?
Definitely, I'm actually wearing one. The Harris Cinema. So the
Yeah,
theaters are all very popular. Are very popular. There are some bars, the car dealerships as well. Tasty Taters. Um, if it's Finley history, pretty much I try to cover it, really. And
that's
my, my catalog is growing daily, actually.
what. Obviously you've got the artistic mind to put this together, but when did it click? Like, hey, this could be a clothing line.
So this all started actually with ancestry studies, actually,
Oh,
where I would take black and white photos and I would colorize them. And then in doing so, I kind of noticed I got some buildings in it that came out really well. So I decided, people, what people wear, I mean, they wear t-shirts of brands and
mhm.
names all the time. And although these places are no longer in existence, it's still nice to celebrate them and the memories of them, for sure. So that's kind of where it all clicked. And also my friends all encouraged me to do something with it. So that's what I decided.
It's really cool, and like you said, I mean, people wear shirts of brands all the time, and a lot of times you'll see people wearing shirts of retro brands, so it really fits in
Yeah.
with that kind of aesthetic and everything. By the way, I'm glad you said wearables as well because I said it, and then I thought I made the word up, so, I appreciate you validating that that is, in fact, an industry term. So if people want to, if they wanna make an order, if they kinda wanna see your catalog, what's the best way to do that?
So I'm online. I'm solely online. I don't have a brick and mortar, but they can go to it's www.temple of tickle britches with dashes in between .art. I'm also on marketplaces such as
Mhm.
Instagram, TikTok, and even Facebook. I have a shop set up, so you can either get a link to it or you can buy it on the marketplace as well.
Kevin, I know you're well connected in the Findlay art community. We know Art Walk is coming up in about a month here, the May Art Walk, anyway. I wanted to talk just a little bit about just how vibrant the Findlay art community is, because sometimes I think it can fly under the radar, but then when you're out and about on Art Walk, you really see the talent that is in this community when it comes to all sorts of mediums.
Yeah, it's very talented actually. And I always take the opportunity to go when I can. This is actually for me, at least right now, it's actually a side gig. So I
Mhm.
work night, so there's that balance that I have to find often. So, um, but yeah, very artistic, and I appreciate how the artists are responding to my clothing line. Also,
Very cool.
they do like it, and it is. I'm glad they do consider art, because I do. So it's
You mentioned
actually
you.
almost
Oh, go
exclusively
ahead. I'm
what I
sorry. I
wear.
didn't mean to
Oh
interrupt
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Sometimes we have these little hiccups when we're online like this. You mentioned that, and I think this is a good final question for this, because I am always interested in people who launch an entrepreneurial business as a sort of a side gig. If you had any advice for people who are maybe thinking about starting their own something or other on the side, they want to do something a little bit creative, what are some pieces of advice that you would give?
I would say always stick to it, stick to your vision, because there have been times where people are like, "Why are you doing that?" And I just thought, well, I mean, they just don't get it. That's okay. But that kind of what art is. It's opening people's minds to new ideas and mediums. So be open minded also, and yeah, be persistent. I'm pretty persistent, I'd say, because I'm sure some people are like, what is this? When I have videos online of all the clothing, and if they don't know, then they're probably like, "God, it's kind of cool, but I don't get it."
I like it.
But
I like the bringing the merger of the art and entrepreneurship all together as one.
yeah, it's definitely. I have degrees actually in film and American cultural studies. So for me, even in terms of my educational background, it definitely taps into that and the need to be creative. It's the outlet for me, so I like it.
Kevin, once again, if people want to check out your what you have available, what's that website again?
It's www.temple of tickle britches with dashes in between .art. It is a .art, not a .com, FYI.
Very good. Kevin, we appreciate you joining the chamber. Looking forward to working more with you. And thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
And there you go. We'll be meeting new members. I think we're cutting a ribbon now. We've got a ribbon cutting a little bit later this week. You'll see it here on Facebook as well. So make sure you subscribe or hit the thumbs up button on Facebook so you can see everything happening in the Findlay and Hancock County business community. For Kevin, I'm Doug. Have a great afternoon.